Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is 51 of the woman that married a man that didn't exist. The evil man, if we may. He's evil. The link to the playlist is in the description for those that are just seeing it for the first time.
Part 51
So
of How I Married a Man That Didn't Exist. We had just pulled back up in the driveway at home after we got our massages and the phone rang. Rob was calling her. She answered the phone over the car speaker, and I had signaled her not to let him know that I was there so I could listen. I wanted to catch him slip up. She immediately said, "You're on speakerphone. Chastity's with me."
I told you guys that Emily, of course, is not surprised. Emily has already known what's going on, and she does not want Chastity to know. I promise I'll find out. She's a liar just like her son. She breeded or she nurtured and reared a liar like herself and a drunkard like herself. So do you
Clock
think
that.
she will expose her
So
son?
he
Oh,
told
guys.
Emily about Amber. She had alcohol poisoning. He said that they had her back in a room and that he would keep her updated, keep Emily updated. So you've been saying you've been up there not drinking, you're drinking less, and you're doing good, but apparently you're living with a whole ass alcoholic. Another thing, where the fuck is Joe? So I spoke up. I said, "Rob, why don't you just tell me the fucking truth? You're with her, you've been with her the entire time, and you're cheating, and you've been cheating the entire time. Why the fuck are you like this? You're always so insecure and crazy. I don't want to talk to you." I said, "So you'll stay there with her, but you wouldn't even stay in the hospital with your sick wife." He hung up and I just fell apart. This hurt. You are staying at the hospital with some bitch that has alcohol poisoning, but I was so sick. And you wouldn't even take me, you wouldn't even go in with me, you wouldn't stay with me. I was your wife. I am your wife. I asked his mom. I said, "Why the fuck, what?" She, I don't know, I don't know. That massage was for nothing. At this point, my entire body was tense like a fist. So I began obsessively investigating. I was on Facebook. I was trying to find some fragment of the truth. So this night, we were sitting in the living room, and I had asked Emily to please let me go on her phone, on her Facebook, to go on his page because I knew he was hiding something. I don't know. I really thought she was going to be a girl's girl. So she
A girl's girl from a protective mother. Come on. You know we women would like to delude ourselves. Oh, I'm a girl's girl. Let's be honest with ourselves.
said, "No, no, I'm not going to let you do that. No, no." And she said, "We'll do it later, I promise." So that shit just pissed me right on off. So I got up and I went in my bedroom and I shut the door. A little bit later, she comes in there and she asked if I was mad at her. And I told her no. I said, "I just don't understand why you won't let me look." She said that she wanted to do it later with me when the girls were in bed, so everything was quiet, and so she could be with me to support me in case I saw something I didn't like. So I told her, I said, "What are you hiding?" She was like, "I'm not hiding anything. I don't know what you're gonna see, and I wanted to be there to support you." It was at this moment Rob called my phone. He said, "Why the fuck are you trying to look on my page? Mom told me that you asked her to look on my page." Emily was sitting right there next to me. Emily had warned him. I pleaded with him. "Because I know you're cheating on me. Please just tell me, put me out of my misery." I don't even think I would have fought. I wouldn't have argued. But I was in hell and I just wanted him to put me out of my misery. Just let me know. Not only had I been discarded, I was left gaslit, manipulated, and no understanding of what was happening around me for months. I was so disoriented. I didn't know which way was up. told him, I said, what you're putting me through is inhumane. So he yelled and he told me to quit trying to get on his page. And we got off the phone. And I looked at her and I said, why did you do that? Why did you give him a heads up to give him time to get rid of whatever he didn't want me to see? She literally had no answer. None. So she pulls out her phone, goes to his page to finally, show me. There is no page. It's gone. He deactivated it while he was on the phone with me. They pulled off the perfect crime. Distract, delay, disorient. On another occasion,
But with all this going on, you are still waiting for proof. I'm just want to ask, all this activity from the mom and him, is it not proof enough, or until you see it, when they've given you every possible indication that I'm doing something, I don't want you to find out, I still want to keep you while I keep the other person because you guys are funding my life. It's not as if you are even getting anything from this man. See, the Nigerian girl in me is just finding it hard to even like wrap my head around this. Money he does not have.
Emily and Rob were on FaceTime in the living room. I had come out of my room because I wanted to hear what they were talking about. So I looked over at her and I signaled for her once again not to let him know that I was in the room. I really wanted to hear him slip up and tell on himself somehow. I needed closure. I needed answers. I needed to understand why my husband disappeared and why he didn't love me anymore, and did he ever love me to begin with. I needed to know what was going on. I needed some fragment of truth to set me free. I felt like I was being held down, and that unless I knew the truth, I would never be able to walk away and move on. So I was standing behind the couch where Emily's stepdaughter was sitting. All of a sudden, Emily flipped the camera around and told him that her stepdaughter, she called her by name, wanted to say hello. She did not want to say hello. She could not stand Rob. She hated him, literally. She would say those words, I hate him. Me and the stepdaughter were very close. She was 17 at this time, 16 or 17 at this time. And she saw everything he was putting me through. We know why she did that. Because I was standing right there and she needed to let him know without saying it. I wasn't the only one who clocked that. And my stupid ass, as soon as she flipped it around, I fell to the ground to try to hide. Because she was blowing my cover. I wasn't quick enough. He had said something about it, like I fucking see you or something like that. And I was like, why did you do that? She was doing this often. She was blocking me every chance she got. After this incident, her stepdaughter came in the room with me and she goes, did you see what she just did? I said, yeah. She goes, she's never done that before. She has never flipped the camera around for me to say hello to him. And I'm like, I know. She goes, she is literally trying to let him know that you were in the room so he doesn't say anything stupid. Imagine going to these lengths to protect a monster. Mind you, this whole time she's crying with me. She's holding me. She's comforting me every night.
That's what monster mothers do now. They will go to any length to protect their son. Even they know that my son is a mother. He unalives people. They will still protect him. They'll tell him he's my child. I love him. Every other person be damned so long as their child is okay.
Literally tears, crying with me. She said, I see the light drain out of your eyes. I see you're not happy anymore. You look dead. She would tell me that. You look dead. And that's how I felt. She would tell me how much she loved me, how much the girls loved me, how I always have a home with her, how she's so sorry all of this has happened. But then she turns around and does shit like this.
because the son learns from the best. She's the best at the game. That's who do you think the son got all that manipulative characteristics from?
So
Dun dun
now,
dun.
love bombing,
Emily.
manipulation, breadcrumbing from her. I started to see through the veil a little more quickly after that. I thought I could trust her. I thought she had my back. She had literally been a witness to every single thing he did. But yet she chose to protect him while I was falling apart, while I was taking care of his children, while I was making dinner, while I was paying bills. I considered her a mom. This is going to be the last video for a few hours. We're going to get into part 52 when
Guys, this is just a perfect example of how families go to any length to protect their loved one. We see it happen every time. Families will protect their own. They don't care whatever their family member is doing to somebody else. They will still protect the person. We see it happen. People do it. So I'm never surprised. Like I'm not shocked by what Emily is doing. Come on now. We know a lot of mothers that do that. That's why I like men. Of course, men do, but not to the extent that women do it. I'm sure this is what drove the father away from the home. Let me just be honest. The man couldn't stand it, and he chose his happiness over dealing with this. I wish that we women would know how to take ourselves away from ugly situations, the way men take themselves away from it. But we don't know how. We just want to stay there, stay there. Well, guys, we'll continue tomorrow. I want to rest my head. It's high time I rested my head. See you guys.